Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Dominion 6, where we are just, every playthrough is fresh. Every playthrough is going to be with a different faction I've never played before, as we try to figure it out. Last time we figured out Aria, the Age of Revolution, which had a lot of guns and cannons and mustard gas and flamethrowers and yes. Right. We're going to be doing something different this time. Now, statistically, again, I have a list of 102 vanilla nations and 120 modded nations. We've had 2 modded nations in a row now. Statistically, we are ready for a vanilla one. I'm going to roll a random number between 1 and 222. We got another modded nation, but we may have played it before. Hold on. Nope, we haven't played it before. It's from the Warhammer mod, and it is Tilea. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and enable the Somber Warhammer stuff. Yep, and we'll give him the starting forces boost. We'll do all the Warhammer stuff. We could disable vanilla nations and just have Warhammer, but I don't think that's necessary. And I think we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to do a large donut. I like that, and we'll give it another shot. Maybe I'll hate it this time. This is Mangg's LP's 32. Middle age. And we're going to do... 8, right? That's what we did last time. I think we were happy with that. I think. Now I have to double check. Is that what I did last time? We did a large donut. Yep. And I did do 8. Yes. Okay. Correct. So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we are playing as... Tilea, Dogs of War. Okay. Human realms. Yes, we are playing humans again. I know. But, on average, most nations are going to be humans. Acts as a center of trade, coin, and mercenary work for much of the old world and beyond. So we're a race of humans. We prefer a coastal start. That's easy done with the donut. Our military consists of mercenary infantry and cavalry with reduced resource and RP costs. And we get powerful, unique regiments of renown. For magic, we have expensive access to most paths. Okay. Our priests, however, are weak and few in number. Nothing new there. We are master traders, so we get a 5% flat extra gold income and a further 20% extra in coastal forts. So we'll want to make sure to get forts on the coast rather than in the center. But again, shouldn't be too tough. We have randomized mage and regiments of renown contracts. And a sloth limit of +1. Okay. So we get the vanilla scout. We also get a vanilla assassin. And assassins are always very entertaining. We get college mage contracts. This costs 280 gold. By posting this contract, you will draw the services of a random hireling mage from the Empire's colleges of magic. The colleges are sworn to serve the Empire but have a great deal of autonomy, and many of their members choose to pursue work for hire in the other realms of men, such as Tilea, Astalia, the Border Princes, or even further abroad. Each of the 8 winds of magic is represented by its own college, and the mages of those colleges are known by the common name for their respective winds, such as the Bright Wizards, who use the fiery wind of Akshi. This contract will supply you with a random mage from one of the 8 colleges. Amber, Amethyst, Bright, Celestial, Gold, Gray, Jade, and Light. Hiring mages in this way is rather expensive, but allows Tilea access to considerable magical diversity. You must have at least one PD in the province for this to happen, otherwise the contract will sit there until you do. If you recruit this and are immediately put under siege, this means it will do nothing until you relieve the siege. Alright, so you can't get mages while you're under siege. Then we have Mercenary Contract, which gets us a random Regiment of Renown. Each Regiment of Renown is a unique force with its own strengths and weaknesses, and there's no way to control which regiment will answer the contract. Should all the available regiments already have answered one of your contracts previously, a non-unique mercenary captain and some troops will take it instead. Each commander of a regiment will draw a certain number of reinforcements per month automatically, though their upkeep takes this into consideration, and you can order them to stop or restart reinforcing the regiment if you wish. Same thing. Can't do it under siege. Regiment of Renowned captains have high upkeep but generate troops, though they can shape change into a much lower upkeep form that does not generate troops and back. And this costs 330 gold. Now, how many regiments are renowned are there? Well, this is the list of 1. And this is list 2. And this is list 3. So needless to say, a lot of them. We're not going to run out of them. I can't imagine. All right, but then we have our own captains. Pretty standard. 50 leadership. Blah, blah, blah. Astalion Almokadin. 60 leadership with a gold star. That's nice. Generals. 100 leadership. Gold star. Yep, that's good. Privateer captains. 50 leadership with a silver star, but they do get sailing and monster summoner. Will appear with 10 Sartosan pirates for free once recruited. Upkeep lower to that of 100 gold commander. So, Sartosan pirates. Which are these guys? We'll get to that. Very basic bitch priests. Alchemists. Fire 1, water 1, earth 1, and then 100% for another fire, water, earth, or astral. 15 research ability with adept research 2 and alchemist. And they're not that pricey. Very nice. This is our research fodder, rather than just doing mage contracts. Myrmidian priestesses. Level 2 priests. Sacreds with Sun Awe. Formation Fighter 2 on a commander. That's pretty unique. And Unsurroundable 2. Nice. But that's going to go with the Myrmidian, which we'll look at. And then Tilean Sorceress. Bit pricier, 330 gold. You get 1 nature, but then a pretty big spread. So this guy could have 1 nature, 1 astral, 2 water, and 1 glamour, for example. I mean, that is a pretty big mix of diversity. So it's similar to when we did, I think, Hollow Nest. Of just like, there's going to be a lot of jumble of mages that I'm going to have to, rather than just, yep, I have earth mages, everyone's an earth mage, here's the script for our earth mage, done. Which is what we did last time with Arya. So there's going to be more specific use cases for all our different mages. It'll be interesting. Alright, units. We have the pikemen, which can be recruited outside forts as well. Very average, but 13 protection, and length 5 pikes with formation fighter. 17 pierce. This is pretty strong for just like something we could have a couple hundred of, you know. And then we have certainly our choice of magical buffs that we can apply. So we're gonna have Soldiers of Steel. We can have luck. You know, we could have, well, a lot of things. Crossbowmen. Pretty average crossbowmen across the board, but again, pretty cheap. And they do have range 40 crossbows in the middle age, which is always kind of nice. Attack 13 is pretty high. And 11 pierce, which on average will do some damage to our pikemen, especially because they don't have shields. But yeah. Sartosan pirates. Fairly average stats, 8 protection. They get a falchion and a short sword. Usually not something I would make, but, you know. On a flank, they can do some damage before they die. The Stallion Almogavar. We're getting into slightly above average territory here. 13 defense, 11 protection, 12 hit points. They get javelins, which is always good, and that's a decent damage. 14 pierce, range 12, 10 attack. They get 2 of them. 15 pierce spears. Not bad. And they have shields. Or parry of 4. Yeah, this is more likely what I'd go with rather than the pikemans. But more likely to get... if they do get hit with crossbow bolts, it's going to hurt a bit more. Swordsman. So rather than a length 3 spear, you go with a length 1 sword. You do get 13 protection, though, and 14 defense, which is upgrades. But other than that, they're pretty average. But, again, buffs could make these guys quite decent. And they are better suited against crossbows. So I think but they don't have the javelin, which is very nice. So there's trade-offs there. Hard to say. Arabian Nomad Warrior. Now, these are interesting. So, first of all, they get composite bows. Range 40, 12 attack, 13 pierce damage, which is pretty damn good. It's 2 higher damage than our crossbows, and it fires every fucking round for the same range. They don't quite have as good of an attack, but still, it's pretty damn good. But then, if they do get into melee, they have shields, 14 defense, and 2 attacks. A 17 slash scimitar and a 12 piercing shield spike. That means that literally this could just be your only unit. Like, you just have 400 of these. They rain death with bows, and anything that gets up to them is just going to die to scimitar shield spike combos. And even better if you throw out, like, Gift of Giant Strength on them. And enemy archers, you know, they have shields. Yeah, parry 3 is not amazing. It's not something I love, but yeah. And they also have ambidextrous 2 just for kicks to help them with their dual wielding. This is probably the only unit I would make, really. That is a very solid thing. Now, yes, they have 6 protection, 10 hit points. They will die if things hit them. And 10 MR means that, again, in multiplayer or against, you know, anything with a lot of magic, these guys will fold up hard. But single player, most AI battles, that's going to be a winning ticket. We also get dwarves. Now, this is pretty something. We can only get 5 of these per turn, so it's kind of like Kislev and their dwarves. 13 hit points, 19 protection, 13 MR, 12 morale, 13 defense. They do get formation fighter as well, 4 to a square. They get shields, parry 5, and 19 damage axes. So we could have a line of these, like a normal thin line, in front of the archers. Just to kind of weather the storm, because these are going to be a lot harder to kill than our guys. Not bad. Not bad. Then we have freelancers. So pretty standard heavy cav. 21 protection, 15 defense. They got the lance with a broadsword, kite shield, 6 parry. And the horses have 20 protection. This is very close to just Black Knights from Ulm. This is very solid. I think we will want some of these as well if we can afford it. And then our Sacreds, Myrmidians. We haven't even talked about this yet. So they have Sun Awe 1, which means it's like Awe, except it's negated in darkness, caves, or underwater. And if you're in rain or snow, reduces the morale roll difficulty by 2. But any effects that enhance the sunlight will have a positive effect instead. Now, I don't know what those might be. Not much from the sound of it. Okay. But still, most of the time, most battles, we will have awe 1, which is very nice to have for free without even having to bless. They're Formation Fighter 2s, so 4 to a square. They have 12 hit points, 15 protection, 12 MR, 13 morale, 14 defense. They get golden spears, length 3. They're doing 16 magical piercing damage. And the golden shields, 5 parry, 23 protection on the shield. Pretty phenomenal. They're they're relatively expensive. 30 gold, 32 resource, 16 recruitment points. I mean, we could go for quite a few of these as well if we didn't want to go for the dwarf strategy and we'd rather have a line of myrmidians. Not bad. I think in that case we'd really want them to focus on defensive stuff. Try to just hold the line as long as possible rather than like offensive stuff. So we will probably try to suit our bless for these guys for defensive purposes. The mages we can get are all going to be a little varied. Looking to be around 2 in the different schools. Ooh. Jade Wizards, Moss Body. Yes, yes, yes. Gold Wizards, Fire 1, Earth 2 with a Forge bonus. Okay, okay. Amber Wizard, Earth 1, Nature 2. Alright, interesting. Yeah, I mean, the Tilean Sorceress, which has the biggest variety of stuff, that is cap only, and that's probably what we're going to want to constantly build in the capital. And then the Alchemist can be built anywhere, but it doesn't really have as big a variety. We have no access with him to, like, say, Death or Glamour or Air. So we are going to want some college mages for a handful of things. But I think a lot of them, our money is going to go to the mercenaries. Okay, so what do we want? You know, as always, scales is just the easiest option. It sounds like we want a lot of money, but we do get extra money. 5% flat income bonus and 20% bonus extra in coastal forts. So I don't even know how high on some of these scales we have to go. For resources, these guys are pretty dirt cheap, 6. The contracts obviously don't cost almost anything. So really it would just be the Myrmidians at 32 and the Freelancers at 37, which is kind of high. So I don't think we want to take any sloth. I think we'd probably want Productivity 1, maybe Order 1, and then honestly, I don't know, maybe Magic. But our Alchemists are pretty damn good at 15, so I don't really even need Magic. So we could take... I mean, we could take higher scales, or we could just really go high on Dominion and actually go for... We could get an Awake Expander. We don't usually do that. You know, we could get, like, Drakon or something. Or a Dragon. Drakon's pretty good. And then we could go, say, Heat 1 and not touch that at all. And then go... That's not much of a Hell Bless. We'd have to take definitely worse stuff than that. Possibly like Death. Possibly Drain. Dump that. Yeah, Awake Expanders are hard, man. You really have to take a bit of a Hell Bless, or a Hell Scales, you know, to kind of make it work. And it's like, how much is this worth it? How much am I really tanking here? So 11 bless points. That's if we really just want an Awake Expander to really help us out in the early game. I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know if that's smart. And there's not many options we can get here. We can take larger on our Myrmidians, which would it would drop them down back to 3 to a square. But that's still pretty good. While giving them 30% more HP plus 3 strength. It's not bad. But if we want something defensive, then maybe hard skin. Or we could go the extra mile for fortitude, which is certainly very strong. Yeah, maybe poison resistance, because we could go with like envenom arrows on all our archers. This would help a lot with that. And then also say reinvigoration, of course. It's not much of a bless, and these aren't great scales. So you're putting a lot into the fact that you have your pretender turn 1 and he can go out there. And Dracon's pretty good turn 1, but not unstoppable. Because our Bless doesn't really help him that much other than giving him Fortitude. 18 protection with 135 and Fortitude. I'd be iffy on blind expanding, but possibly. The Dragon Gas is pretty strong. Once we get some magic going, some research going, and he can actually get personal regeneration. That's pretty good, but he doesn't have recuperation, and that's going to hurt him a lot. Or he also doesn't have Unbreakable. But I can't really... I can't ever justify taking worse scales than this. And this is like... basically neutral scales. But like you bump that up and you get very little. We lose 5% more income, 30% more, or 10% more supplies. It's not that major of a thing. But what would we really get out of it at this point? Yeah, he's just not going to get much out of it. Get another Dominion to hire more Sacreds. Yeah, I mean, maybe someday. Maybe someday we'll find a nation where it's just like, scales don't do anything for us. We want just a crazy bless. But I don't know if I'll ever find that day. I don't want to do another immobile Titan. Although, what did we just have? Oh, yeah, we just had Cecilia or whatever. Yeah, she was very mobile. So I guess, yeah, we can mix it around. I don't think I need anything that's... Well, we could just make him dormant, right? That gives us a lot more points. And he's not going to be useful turn 1, but he comes out relatively quick. And that would allow us to get... yeah, probably... what would we really want else for a bless effect? Stygian Flesh, does that help us a lot? in addition to hard skin. How good is Stygian Flesh? How good is 10 invulnerability? I mean, what does that really mean when I'm getting attacked? Okay, so it's basically it's as if you had 10 natural protection against... Okay, so what I need to see then is the protection chart. Here we go. So they had 15 protection, all right? And really for their body, they have 13 protection. So 13 protection combined with 10 natural protection will put their overall body protection against a mundane attack at 19.7. I assume it rounds up to 20, but I don't know. Let's say 20. 20 protection against mundane is really strong, especially with awe. So I think Stygian Flesh is probably the way to go. If we can get it. I have to get up to Death 5 and have the points for it. Oof. Wow, we landed that perfectly. I do need 5 bless points. So we'd have to ditch, say, Reinvigoration. Or Stygian Flesh. Alright, that I think is better. Fortitude, Stygian Flesh, Poison, like all defensive. Because they're already, I mean, they're not like amazing killers or anything. They just have 1 spear attack. But we're using them as just the bulwark to survive while the just withering amount of nomad warriors we're going to have shooting arrows, hopefully in venom, rains down. Okay, that's the plan. I'm going to regret having shitty scales as I always do, but see how it goes. And we will have Drakon pretty powerful coming out at the end of the first year. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, our goal is going to get to like a coastal fort on a farmland. If we see that, that is our goal. So we are going to want money. Okay, well, I do see what would technically be a coastal fort on a farmland. And this is the inner coast, but you know, there's no laws against that. We have 1 throne within our circle, which I never love too much, but it's okay. And unfortunately, we're surrounded by Waste Mountains, Waste River, Waste Mountains, and Forest River. It's going to be a lot of resources, which I guess is okay if we're just going to build, like, our Sacreds and our Lancers here. But we're going to be hurting for cash in the early game. Alright, we're just going to go for the Nomads. That's how many I can get. And we're going for Alchemists. That's the loadout. We're not going to touch the contracts just yet. I mean, I could get a mercenary contract instead, which might be better. Yeah, because then they'll start accumulating troops, right? But I have to pay for the upkeep. They have high upkeep. Yeah, money's just going to be too tight for the moment. We're going to profitize our commander, Gustino. And let's head out towards the coast. We do have undergrounds here and here. And let's see who we're playing against. Phlegra, we know them. M.A. Ermor, hopefully we're not neighbors with them or we have a repeat of last game. Bandar Log, Oceania, so there's an ocean nation. Goldtooth Tribe, Ogres, Cathay, we know them, and Vantilia, it's another modded nation. Sort of standard humans. Yeah. Not a particularly fascinating nation. Pretty simple, I think. Okay, so there's no... Don't think I counted any undergrounds among that except for maybe Goldtooth, but... No, I don't think they're underground. We'll see. For our starting research, well, probably... I mean, we're going to want stuff to help Drakon, sure. But I'd almost say maybe... Enchantment gets us Strength of Giants, Gift of Giant Strength, and Envenom Arrows, and True Shot Warriors. So if we're looking for stuff to help out our archers, it's going to be Enchantment. I would say so. We didn't look at national spells. Again, I have a very bad habit of never doing it. But I feel like Tilea probably doesn't have that much. They don't seem like they have, like, a national identity, so to speak. In fact, no, they have no national spells whatsoever. Well, that's certainly different than the last nation we played. Alright, so let's just go enchantment, say, for Serpent Fang arrows. That'll be pretty good. And end turn. Just gonna have you pop down there and take a look. We got 3 undergrounds all near us. A little worrisome. Yeah. Alright, this says 6 cavalry. We'll put that to the test. Again, we want to get here, try to get that going. It's pretty much as fast as we can. Alright, well, we won. We know that. We'll see how well we won. Certainly wasn't that many cavalry. Okay. We lost 1 crossbowman. Good. None of our nomads. Because we have shields and you don't. Alright, that's going to be a lot harder. Not going to be able to get that too quick. Alright, let me try grabbing 1 contract. We'll just see how it goes. I should interpret that as that's it, right? Okay. Contract has been taken up by Long Drong Slayer Pirates, nautical band of dwarf slayers led by the foul-tempered Captain Long Drong. And I got a priest with 50 militia. Okay, so yeah, we got Long Drong. Invulnerable 13. You can shape change. Right, you shape change to reduce upkeep and disable monthly reinforcement. This is reversible. So his monthly upkeep is 38, and every month he gets 2 more Slayer Pirates. Okay. So he's got, yeah, Invulnerable 13, which is not bad. Not great, but not bad. He has no armor. He's lucky, though. He's got Berserker +4, which is going to bump up his protection by 4. That's pretty good. He's Sailing, Dark Vision, Ambidextrous 4, Unsurroundable 2. He's got Drong's Cutlass 27 magical slashing damage with an extra slaying effect ×3 on larger beings. He's got Polly, his pirate, I assume, or his parrot, and a hook hand, 21 piercing slashing with also the slaying effect. Damn, man. And he comes with Slayer Pirates, also invulnerable 10, Berserker +2. Dual wielding Slayer axes, 24 slashing with also with the slaying effect. Well. Not too shabby. Um... I'd still hesitate to say that that can take that on. It's too many heavy calves and cave drake. Oh, it's a fucking throne. That's why I didn't even see that. Okay, then maybe a Nidra is a better option for the moment. Or this, depending on population. One of these. Or Dragonport, but we'd have to go all the way around. That might not be the worst idea, though. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 thrones. All ripe for the taking. Eventually. Okay. Well, we got a contract. That was good. Money is tight, tight, tight. Yeah, I guess we don't want. Yeah, it's probably acceptable. We're working together because I'm uncertain. See how our pirate slayers do. Okay, hit the militia. That's good. That's strong. Slayers come in from the side and absolutely fucking butcher. Militia got routed. Good, good. We lost 16 militia, 2 pikemen, 3 of the Slayer pirates, but it's livable. Oops. And I think we can move on. Dragonport is somewhat big. That's going to be what we want. It's not going to be a great spot for resources, but probably for income. I think we got to cool it on mages for the moment. 3 crossbowmen, 1 pikeman, 3 of the Slayer pirates. They got 23 kills, so I accept. As for Dragonport, I don't really see it happening without more help. So I think now we have to go back. Keep preaching and stuff. Yeah, just give me a lot. Just give me a painful amount. We could have you go search. We are next to Phlegra on this end. Maybe we should go find out what's on our other end. Found a Skywatch Tower. Nice. Something. It is turn 10, so we are going to get Drakon soon, which is pretty nice. We will certainly have uses for him. think then, with that in mind, I'm actually going to make some of these now. And we'll get some mages again. Let's try to start accumulating some funds here. Unique heroes joined your cause. Leonardo da Miragliano, the master inventor. Leonardo, huh? He is 30 research. He's old. He's a mundane researcher. 50 resource bonus, and he's a mason. Interesting. He also casts Wind Guide at the start of battle, which is pretty good, because that's the big one. Yeah, Wind Guide. All of your troops, precision +2. Damn, I wish I had a lot of you. I hate to bring him into battle just for that, but you're certainly on research duty for now. Found a painted cave, enchanted well, and a starlight chasm. So that's 1 astral, 1 water, 1 astral, 1 earth. Also, Goldtooth has moved in very aggressively. That's obnoxious. So we do have multiple neighbors. It's a weird donut. It's a weird fucking donut. Dormant pretender gods are awakening. He took that. He's on a roll because we gave the Warhammer guys bonus starting troops, which I really think I shouldn't do, because that imbalances it compared to the vanilla ones. Yeah, if you look at the 2 Warhammer factions are at the top compared to everyone else. We're also at the bottom, but, you know, nothing new about that. And we have Cathay, so the Warhammer factions are both our neighbors. Go figure! Isn't that amazing? Found Candle Marsh and Magma Cave. We've found a lot of sites already. That's great. Alright, now we have all our archers. Yeah, I shouldn't really be firing at cavalry, of course. We should be firing at archers. Yeah. Well, without our line of sacreds, I mean, that's going to happen. Slayers doing some slaying work. But yes, I should have targeted archers just to prevent some of this unnecessary pain. Okay. 13 nomads died, 1 pikeman, 3 slayer pirates. But again, those slayer pirates do work. Alright, we got Dragonport. Good. Build a second scout here to build a palisade. And then fuck, I mean, he cut us off quite a bit, and I'm still pretty iffy about this one. Don't think we want to do that. Cathay is right here. I'm supposed to be entitled to 20 provinces, but I guess that includes underground. Alright, we got Enchantment 4. Next, I think we're going to want Thaumaturgy 4. We're not worrying about mages in combat just yet. I guess we could think about buffs for Drakon. Which would be, let's see, possibly personal iron skin. He already has personal regen, so that's good. What else do we give him? Death? Yeah, death. So Stygian skin, invulnerability 15. Or invulnerability. Invulnerability 25. It's pretty amazing. And then Soul Vortex eventually is really fucking good. So yeah, we could go down the alteration path as well. But I think he'll be okay if we be a little light with him. Be a little, you know, a little careful. Unless I want to go to war with the ogres. You know. There's not too many other places I can go other than underground. Where are you, Drakon? Talk to me! There he is. Alright, so. He can cast on himself personal regeneration. He can also cast on himself, not much. Earth Shatter Hammers, I suppose. But it's kind of pointless because he's just going to kill stuff. Personal regen's mostly what we have, but I guess he could put Strength of Giants on himself. Never hurts. And then hold or fire a missile weapon a couple times, and then attack closest. We have a good amount of Sacrets already. I like that. Go ahead and deal with that. If he dies to this, I don't know anything about this game, and I will stop playing forever. Alright, none of that's true. But, I will be greatly upset and shocked and, I don't know, probably start over. But that's not gonna happen. This is all just... This is nothing, and what I'm saying is nothing. I guess... Okay, I'm not sure what he's accumulating forces here on my border for. I'm a little wary. I'm gonna patrol here for the moment. Before we go pick up our sacreds. Alright, personal regen. Strength of Giants. Get Shrek'd on. More poison for you. More poison for you. Alright, so he's at 64 fatigue, which is pretty high. Summon Earth Power would absolutely help with that, so that might be even better than going down Alteration. But yeah, I mean, that's certainly no problem for him. We also got a Doomed Slayer and a Warrior Poet. Axe of Rune Masters. 37 slashing damage, 18 attack. He's got a Fear Aura, Invulnerable 12, Shock, Fire, Cold, Poison Resist, Lucky, Berserker +4, Dark Vision 50, Unsurroundable 4, and Affliction Resistance 5. Well, I mean, he desperately wants some armor, and he can't wear it. This is a two-handed weapon, and it's kind of good for him. He's tricky. He's a tricky case. He's perhaps the most famous dwarf slayer alive. Well, benefit a lot from some sort of buffs. Crowns or laurels only. Possibly a cat charm. He does have 17 defense. So we could crank that up pretty damn high to 21. It'd be very hard to hit in melee. But he is... Yeah, okay, so a cat charm and like the missile of the necklace of air shield or whatever that is. But we would need an air mage and a... nature mage, I think. So I guess I could start recruiting Tilean sorceresses. Or we could grab a college mage contract. Alright, let's try it. As for right now, you're just going to sit there. We also have the warrior poet. who also has this for luck. He's got 50 leadership, inspirational 1, Felix's rune sword. Yeah, he's not opposed to actually putting on armor and stuff, but he loses one of his miscellaneous slots. Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. This does get 2 attacks. I'm not sure. I really don't know what to do with him. Yeah, I mean, he certainly wants a shield, if nothing else. But what did I say I wanted? Conjuration? Yeah, that's fine. I'm not sure exactly, but he's there. Have him. We'll see what we do with him. Yeah, we're gonna wait one more turn. I just don't want him standing on our border like that. Alright, so when it's all said and done, he has, of course, higher than his maximum hit points. And he has 43 fatigue. So he is perfectly capable of handling this sort of shit. But we are not fighting in our own dominion, so he doesn't get the bless. Now we're fighting in our own dominion. But he doesn't really need the bless to be strong. Alright, so we got a Fire 1 Earth 2 guy with Forge bonus. And the Forge bonus isn't bad, though. And we have him for forever? Gold Wizard? 18 upkeep for him. That's not atrocious. Yeah, we just need some construction. So for right now, you're on that. Is that better than just grabbing the Tilean sorceresses, which we know get nature 1, at least +2 to these other things? I guess their upkeep is going to be pretty high, right? Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, I can't spend all day here, so we'll move on. Okay, Ermor's over there. Not my problem. I'm glad to hear it. I mean, it might eventually be my problem, but not today. Drakon, no problem. So we can now... No, we don't have any... Right. Eventually. Eventually we will make stuff. For right now, you're researching, but we do have now a Nature 2 person. We are doing pretty strong on research. 140 is not bad at this stage. Then we're going to want to get construction. Here's Ermor's capital, and there's Bandar Log. Interesting. Is Ermor going to struggle to get off the ground? This one will be a little trickier, but it is in our own dominion, so that helps. I think we'll want to go underground. Yep, no problem for Drakon. He is strong. So strong. Also, can now summon Earth Power. Personal regeneration. I don't even bother with Strength of the Giants because I don't think it's necessary. I think that's kind of it. And we will have you take the Mapito Cliffs. Yeah, I suppose I don't have that many commanders here, do I? We need a better commander. Felix can handle 50. But I need a proper commander. General. Man, we can get a lot of these fucking nomads. Alright, we got the Dragon Port. 427 gold out of this thing. And we're going to upgrade it even more. Yep, no problem. And we got Ornella, the Tilean Sorceress. Water 2. Just basically a free Tilean Sorceress. Don't mind if I do. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if Drakon could solo this throne. But, it's a decent... It could be a lot of heavy cab. Cave Drakes, are they magical? It's the only real question I have. No, it's not magical. I mean, it's 21 damage. It's a lot, but it's not magical. And then the Wyverns might be poison. But I have poison resistance. Yeah, it is poison, but I have poison resistance. Oh, wait a minute. No, okay, yeah, the poison. It is 50 poison, which is an obscene amount of poison. I only have poison resistance 30. It's probably not worth risking. I think we'll send him over here. Go underground. We got Corrado. Man, that's a lot of archers. Okay, well, this is the most important thing we want. We're gonna need actually another general, probably. Well, we'll take Felix with, yeah. Okay. So we got you, we got Felix. We'll take you along, we'll take you along. We got you. I guess I could bring along an Earth Mage. For some buffs. And then we're going to take on you. So, stay behind troops. We'll switch everything to hold and attack. You are going to cast Summon Earth Power. Yeah, Gift of Giant Strength. Gift of Giant Strength. Good. You're going to hold and attack. You'll just stay behind, it's fine. And then you, of course, will be casting Divine Blessing. Yes, that's what I want. Fucking wall. They're speed 8, so that will work, I think. We can move them up a little bit. I guess it probably should just be fire, holding fire. I don't want them to move past the wall. Okay, I think that's all pretty correct. We can put you with the Slayers. Put you up here. Stay behind the troops. Hold and attack. Yeah, I mean, whether that hits Myrmidians or the Nomads, I don't really care. I guess, actually, hold on. Yeah, you can just keep buffing the archers, that's fine. These are just little shitty barbarians, but... You know, you want to be certain. Okay, Armor is not down and out, that's for sure. I don't know how Bandar Law got in there, but he did. We can also start recruiting here, more nomads. And that's because we probably want to switch to Lancers here. We'll nix all that. Yeah, just do that. And then here, start making nomads. Repeat, please. Found a deep crevice. Right, so our Myrmidians now with the Bless. They have Sun Awe 1. Sun's definitely out. They have Slash, Blunt, Pierce resistant with Invulnerable 10. They're Poison resistant. And there are 4 of them to a square with 16 magical piercing damage, spears, length 3. That is a good fighting force, I think. That will be hard to crack. That's assuming anything actually survives to get to it. There you go. But it means really they're never going to be under much threat from our arrows, which is great. Alright, that's good. Yeah, the nice thing about archers is you really can have a billion of them and you don't get gummed up. I think we are going to take on this throne. Feel confident. Then we'll take this throne. Thankfully, this river is not frozen over because I feel like he would have already attempted it. Okay, and then you are going to head down onto the underground, where I do not have Dominion, of course. As for Thaumaturgy, I think we have Haruspex, yep, and Augury, so we can get that going. Don't think we'll find much else. We have Voice of Opposite, no, that's 4 Conjuration, and we don't have Gnome Lore. Do I have... No, it's Evocation 3, blah, blah, blah. Dark Knowledge I have. I don't have any Death Gems. We can fix that quick. Yeah, check the Waste Mountain spot. It's going to have quite a few. Also should be going around building temples soon. And we can probably get some more contracts. Nothing. Broken Tower. Alright, let's watch our first throne battle. Yes, wyverns. Did not manage much, to say the least. Alright, Sacreds. Versus Heavy Cab. All those flashing lights you see, that's when Awe triggers. And they lost an attack because of Awe. You see it happening a lot. Yeah, I mean, Awe 1 is not as good as Awe 5 or something, but hell of a lot better than no Awe. Okay, they slipped past. They're hitting the nomads up there, but that's alright. It's just light infantry. Nothing we can't handle. And the cave drakes. We got magical spears. They got 22 protection. It's quite a lot. That's partly what makes them most so dangerous. So we'd really want to get our slayers up there. Yeah, okay. And then nomads ran out of arrows, so things kind of devolved from there. Yeah, we need more, I mean, Envenom arrows and stuff is going to help. We did lose our Doomed Slayer and one of our alchemists and the pirate captain. Fuck. All right, well, there goes that merc. Yeah, that fell apart a bit. We spent way too long in the heavy cav. We do lack for damage at the moment. I will admit that. All right, and then down there, Drakon had no problem. We got Borgio, the Besieger Prince of Marigliano, and 20 pikemen. Okay. He's got a monstrous helm with luck. 20 protection on there. Well, he's 150 leadership double gold star with inspirational. Yeah. Got 31 damage mace of might with 2 attacks. Got luck, fire, shock, poison resist, fear aura. Yeah, he's pretty beefy. He could probably be a thug as well. But as it is, he'll be a good leader of our men. 4 squads, we always like that. Yeah, we are going to need some more priests, because we are going to want to do battles that don't involve our prophet, probably. But we did get this, so claim it. We have a lot of troops sitting here, so why don't you come over here to help out? And that'll be our first throne. We can get our second throne, get our third throne, and then we just have to do a little war with Cathay to get our fourth throne. This will be the shortest game yet. Probably not that short, but... Alright, so we'd have to get... Oh no, you can build a castle. Okay. So what the hell can Leonardo do? Let's get another mercenary contract then. You probably want another fort, coastal fort, like right here. I'm actually gonna build a scout there to do that. We like our coastal forts, we like our money, we like all that stuff. We like the good things in life. Is that a crime? Got the Throne of the Moon. No problem. We got Vespero's Vendetta, a regiment of talented duelists who fight with twin blades and throwing daggers. Led by Vespero, famed master duelist and philanderer. Okay. Monthly upkeep of 26. He sure has some throwing daggers and short swords. And he comes with guys with swords and throwing daggers. Bad formation fighters, though. So that's 2 to a square, then. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm as excited about them as the Pirate Slayers. But 17 defense is not atrocious. They come with a reinforced cloak as a shield, like fucking John Wick or something. Yes. Why not? No, we're just gonna keep clearing stuff. Anything where I have Dominion, he'll just keep clearing. And we will construct a palisade here. This is Yamabushi's light infantry, heavy infantry, crossbowmen. This is Yamabushi's deer try. Okay, this one's definitely easier. Go here. So we're going to get a second contract, see what that gives us. Yeah, Drakon doing well. We got the Birdmen of Catraza, a bizarre regiment of flying crossbowmen led by the engineer who perfected Leonardo da Marigliano's lost design for a winged harness. The enthusiastic, if slightly mad, Dedalo of Arezzo. Sure. He probably could join the cavalry. Yeah, all right. All these fun spots down here. And all ripe for the taking. No one's interested in this. Okay, Birdmen of Katraza. So they're fire susceptible, flying air shield, skirmishers with crossbows. What the hell do you do with this shit? So if I set it on hold and fire rear, they're not going to fly to the rear. You can't set hold and fire rear. So I don't know. I don't understand what the flying part does and the crossbow. I don't know how those intersect and interact. But that being said, we'll just roll with it and see how it goes. Alright, construction coming along. That's good. That's good. Now I could get someone in there to envenom arrows. And I guess using a couple gems, we could get Serpent Fang arrows, which for a drone battle is usually not a bad idea. But yeah, it would have to be you. What's the Giant Strength Warrior? Yeah, Enchantment 5 would also be good. Yeah, it seems that, yeah, it's another nation that has just like a lot of low path, high diversity. So you really gotta dig in with like the 2 and 3 level stuff. But we'll be able to make boosters. You know, our alchemists, 2 earth, 2 fire guys, things like that. That's ripe for Phoenix power, earth power. With earth boots, you know, we have 4 earth guys then, which is pretty good. If we want to do elementals, that's very easy with the elemental apprentice then. So if we want to get to Conjuration 5 with that, that's an option. I think we probably want to get something into Evocation for all these mages to do when they're not buffing. Stuff like that. I keep pulling me. Oh, I tired another contract. I found Grove of Evergreens. Dracon's still doing fine, even against cavemen. Actually, yeah, that has a lot of risks there, because cavemen hit hard. 28 bludgeoning damage is pretty significant, so we'll see how he does. Yeah, hits are landing for sure. Poison stacks up. Oh. Oh. Okay, he did get a limp. And, yeah, many more cavemen than that. He would have been Dunzo. So, Ruglud's armored orcs, wearing makeshift heavy armor, wielding very un-orcish crossbows. Led by Ruglud, probably the third or fourth smartest orc in the world. At least since getting hit in the head by a stone wall. Okay, so we have disease healers, I think, right? But we don't have normal healers. Damn. So he's gonna have a limp forever. It's not that big of a deal for a solo guy. But bummer. Alright, let's cool it on the mercenary contracts. And let's go for mage contracts again. Make sure we're getting our share of archers here. Like, I just want to look over here at some point and see 500 archers. I think that'll work. Ruglud's got, so it's 20 upkeep, blah, blah, blah. 2 choppas, ambidextrous 2, unsurroundable 2, 100 leadership, blah, blah, blah. He's got crossbow for some reason. And then he comes with armored orcs. 20 protection, 5 defense. Okay. 19 slashing damage axes, 11 piercing crossbows. Interesting. Sort of the thing, like, yeah, these guys, like, okay, just sit here until you have 100. You know, yeah, once you max out, talk to me, and I'll send you in. But I'm not going to just send you in with 20. You're just going to die. You're going to die, and I wasted the contract money, so... Yeah, they don't come in as fully fledged, I think, as normal mercenary contracts. But... they have the capacity for growth. Yeah, okay, that'll do it. All right, and then we probably want to snag an earth mage here. Or Fire Mage can cast Furious Warriors. Which really only helps our frontliners, but it could help the... I don't really have a mercenary with me, do I? I guess it could help the cavalry. Yes. Alright, so let's see. You are going to cast Summon Earth Power, followed by Gift of Giant Strength, many times. You are going to hold an attack rear. And we're going to switch you to archers. We want stuff to happen to the archers. And then you are going to cast Furious Warriors a couple times. Then Phoenix Power. And then... oh, I don't know. Rage, I guess? I don't know. Okay. This now probably has to become a double line. It's a little too broad. We gotta get the, we gotta actually let the cavalry go and get them out there. Alright, he's going with the cavalry as well. Alright, you know, it's fine. Oh yeah, I guess we wanted to do this as well. So you're gonna need some nature gems. You are going to cast Serpent Fang arrows. Twice? 3 times? Let's just do 3 times. Why not? Alright, that's correct. It's as correct as I'm gonna get it. Yeah, man, I mean, It's not like this is amazing. It's just like 40, 40, 60, 30, you know. It's not a lot of income down here, but hey, it's free real estate. Alright, I think we are done constructing here. But he can upgrade it to a fucking citadel. Why not? And now, give me some priests. Didn't I have a level 2 priest or no? Oh yeah, the Myrmidian priestesses. Our level 2 priest. I don't know if I really need to spend that much, though. We also can get assassins. They're fun. Why don't we alternate between priests and mage contracts? We're doing very little research. Maybe I should go back to alchemists. Alright, go back to alchemists then. No problem for Drakon, presumably. I mean, it's very easy to say that just by looking at a screen. But like the caveman, he could have been very close to death. Now he's got a stupid limp, which does lower his attack and defense by 1, but shouldn't really make much of a difference. Yeah, pretty much fine. Very easy to pick up another injury, but fine. And then the big battle here in Eric's. Let's see how we do. Yes, the withering amount of arrows we fire. Cavalry now going straight to the rear, but we already routed the little guys. Aw, kicking in all over the place here. Can't land a shot. Arrows continue to rain. I don't know if I see a lot of poison arrows in there, though. Did you cast? You did cast, yeah. Oh, there they are. I see them. I see the little green arrows. There you go, easy peasy. We lost 2 nomads, a freelancer and a horse, 6 pikemen, and 1 slayer pirate. But that was a pretty easy throne, so... I mean, the Yamabushis can do some damage. They're technically sacred, but they don't get a bless, I don't believe. 19 slashing, piercing, katana with 17 attack can be pretty damn painful. But awe is amazing. Wait, I didn't lose a single sacred, right? Not a single one. Yep, that's what you do. So now we can get another throne. I'll search here and we can all just patrol here. Do not leave the throne. I don't suppose you got any new cool spells to cast at this point. Well, he could just spam terror, I guess, instead of attacking, but I think it's fine. Yeah, not really. We need more alteration. If we want to get Soul Vortex or something. Alright, let's get our priest game on. Well, our mercenaries just keep accumulating forces. 116 units over here. We will darken the skies with our arrows. And we'll have an impenetrable wall. But yeah, I mean, so I think Hexwoods is really basically the same thing we just did. So that'll be easy. And then it's basically just a little war with Cathay. It's right a hop, skip over. We barely have to start the war. We could just ask politely. Surprised I don't see a throne underground, considering how big this... Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. There you go. We may not even have to kick things off. Okay. Maybe I should get Drakon upstairs then. Okay, we'll work our way over there. We'll get there. Okay. I have a lot of money now. Far too much money. We could have gone worse on scales, probably. Got the Throne of Earth. Found Citadel of Pyraphlagaton and a maze. Drakon killing stuff. Flegra attacking the Gold Truth tribe. Damn. Those things are nasty. 34 hit points, only 5 protection, but they do get ice protection too. They have a chill aura of 5. 2 magical ice yeti clubs. Cold power 1. Yeah, that would be a strat. I don't think he even has cold scales, so I guess he does. Yeah, he does a bit. Yeah, okay, he does. It's just summer. Hey, construct a temple there, please. And you fine folks will be heading on over to the Hexwoods. Okay. Yeah, very slow research. Very slow research. And the mercenaries, you know, they accumulate pretty damn slowly. 2 per turn for this guy. And it's like, if I put him in battle, I don't know. It's curious. Like, I want to use the mercenaries more, but I don't... My troops are already... Like, for me to use the mercenaries more, my troops would have to have been pretty dog shit. Like, no sacreds. And basically just, like, almost like heavy infantry... Or like independent, like, heavy infantry, you know, like bog standard kind of stuff. And then the mercenaries would be like the actual regiments of renown from like Total War, where, you know, these are like just better. They're just better in every way. And these guys are kind of good, but it's tricky. It's tricky. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just a player that really likes numbers, you know? And I like a lot of numbers, and mercenaries can't really provide that. Okay, well, we have a fucking citadel here. So you can recruit even more of these guys. It's thickening. Okay, now head over to Dathene to do the same. More money, more money, more money. We got attacked in Cold Hollows. I see. Cathay wants war. Well, it's hard to deny him his war, I think. All Alright. But I was close to... No, fuck Cathay. We will fight him. We'll fight him in the streets. He took Mammoth Grove, so yeah, no matter what, we have to fucking fight him. But we need to beef this up quite a bit. Actually... Ooh, boy, we kind of ran out of commanders there a bit. Okay, give me another general there, and give me another general here. Where are you going? Oh, you're going there. No, just wait here. Alright, we'll take Rugelid. Could also bring more mages, but... fuck it. Bronze Pillar. Another Drakon victory. Attacked us in Litho. So much for that. In Sailor's Haven, he decided to attack. Let's see how it works out for him. Oh, he's got the fucking fire thing. Oh, yeah, of course. He's got his Sacred Monks. My Sacreds are better, I'm sure. Yeah, certainly didn't win that fight. We lost 6 nomads, 3 freelancers, 7 myrmidians, okay, some deaths there, and 7 slayer pirates. Swagneer's got 7 kills. Ice Drake's probably what killed my myrmidians. We don't have much protection against that. But his sacred's only got 2 kills, and he lost 23 of them, so, good. Now, I think I would say that we don't want to take the war all the way to his capital. I don't need to wipe him out. We need to play this a little smarter than that. You know, depending on how quickly we do this. If we can take Hexwoods and get either the profit or... yeah, I mean, maybe Drakon should have continued with our original plan. Fuck, I shouldn't have left. I mean, I don't give a shit about any of this, you know? You can take all this. We pop up here with Drakon, we make our way over to the Hexwoods. They continue sweeping down a Giant's Rest, take that. And we win. Or this gets any more convoluted. I don't think I can win this with 100 dudes, but maybe with the orcs. Maybe with the orcs. So why don't you make one more general to handle all the rest, and then Go from there. All right. Yeah, fucking Fire Rain. He only needs one to get a bunch of kills with it. Whittle me down. 10 nomads, 2 crossmen, 2 freelancers, 14 of my sacreds, which is fucking atrocious for what this battle was. But yeah, the Fire Rain Wagoneer. Had to have been some friendly fire in there, though. Certainly from the nomads on... Shouldn't really be able to hurt my Myrmidians at all. But I guess that's what happened. Yeah, maybe with the poison arrows, because I think we're still casting that. He took over Mapito Cliffs, and he took over Silent Cavern. Now, we just want to go underground here, but can I hold this? He's already taken Mapito Cliffs. He's going to be right outside my cap. Fuck. If you get Sailor's Haven, you lose a throne. That's pretty big. Can't really afford what's happening here. I don't think it'll hold off against that. I either double back or I double down, you know? Don't have a bless here. Oh wait, there's a priest sitting nearby, isn't there? Yes, there sure is. We won't get many, but might be able to get a few of our Myrmidians. Alright, then we can put points here, I suppose. I can put points here, I suppose. It won't do much. We're going underground. We're going for a throne. Yeah, it's gonna be close. We'll see. You know, Cathay has all the reason to just keep rolling on through us. Untrapped lights. Okay, so he attacked Mammoth Grove with quite a lot. That's where we just left. He attacked Umbor with Drakon, got it. And he attacked Anidra, where I had, no, Leonardo, no! And we lost basically nothing there. Okay. Shit. Alright, we're up against Shades and Heavy Infantry. Shouldn't be too bad. We have to assume that he'll cut us off from behind. Good. We'll keep sweeping through from there then. I'm not worried. We're going to hold out here until Drakon gets in. Let him rummage around in the underground. I don't care about that. Blah, 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 blah. We're all just on patrol. Yep, sure. Okay. So yeah, he actually took a Nidra from underground, which means that he could take Greenwoods or Bad de Gore. Dicey, 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 dicey. We're playing it fast and loose here with Cathay rather than taking our time. Maybe I'm just hoping for the quickest of wins here. We attacked Greenwoods. We lost it, of course. He attacked Sailor's Haven. This one is much bigger. He doesn't have much, but he's got the Fire Rain, which is going to really do a number on us. Well, let's see how the mercenaries hold up. Oh, man, he's getting good fucking shots on his wagons. Alright, we won. Good. Not much can stand up against that many arrows, I guess. Okay, good. Good. We did lose 30 nomads. 3 freelancers, 7 pikemen, 14 duelists. No sacreds though, that's good. And then our tomb battle down here lost 8 sacreds, 4 slayer pirates, 4 freelancers, 2 horses. No problem. Lack of supplies in the womb. Yeah, I bet. Alright, we are going to now claim this. I'm going to do something I don't normally do, but I think it is perfectly safe this time to go here. Although we won't have our profits. Yeah, but this will prevent us from trading spots if he comes down to the nether then. I'd have to waste another turn holding this, but then maybe I should. He's got a lot more coming in. We got Drakon now that can help out. So we're going to move with Drakon now for the rest of this. Yeah. Okay. And then for Drakon, we don't want him to take the brunt of it. But he's got a limp, so he's pretty slow. We'll put him kind of close to the center so he can help out. Could be spamming Horde of Skeletons, I suppose. But I think he's better off getting in the mix. We got the Throne of the Artificer. Blah, 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 blah. He attacked us in the nether, as I predicted that he would. Very predictable, but he's got Fire Rains. That's what I needed. I just needed to have 1 Fire Rain just in every little army. Just to do these initial onslaughts. It's not bad. Trying to mass them to do mass amounts of death. Leave that for the howitzers of Arya. Alright, again, just cannot withstand the arrows. Good. Yeah, lost a little bit, but not too bad. Certainly less than he did. And he attacked Cathedral of Rock, and we lost that, but I don't care about that. Blah, 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 okay, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Now, technically, I don't have to do anything else here. So we're going to just move here. And probably just slowly fight our way out. Leaving Sailor's Haven is damn risky, but if we can hold it, If we can hold it, we can get the win. Drakon can hold 225 troops, so we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay, okay. Yep, I'm fairly confident. We'll have the flyers come in as well. Yeah, we put enough of a stop to his little armies. We arrested his development, as it were. But he's doing well. I mean, he's claiming thrones, too. He's strong. He attacked Sailor's Haven again. And we left that now, so this is PD. But, I mean, we got crossbowmen and pikemen. This is a decent PD. And he doesn't have a fire rain wagoneer. He doesn't have ice drakes. I think this might be good. He does have the crane warriors trading shots. Oh, he's got that storm drake. Fuck, that fucked me up. Damn it. Yep, we lost the storm drake. So now he controls another throne. Fuck. Okay. Well. He can't claim it, but I don't have it. But that's why we're moving backwards out of this spot. We'll get it. We want to focus on this one. Alright. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I didn't want to lose Sailor's Haven, obviously, but it's fine. I got 2 armies. Lorenzo Lupo, first citizen of Lucchini. Sword of Lucan. Sun Auth 3, inspirational +1. That is a great thug chassis right there. And he's sacred. Man, oh man, we could do some work with him. I don't think we have to. I don't think it's necessary, but man, oh man. Yeah, he could do some shit if I had Construction 5 next turn. Alright, potentially the final throne battle with our Pretender. Fortunately, we're not in our Dominion. There's a lot of Yamabushi. Drakon's coming in. He's going to spray. He's going to splooge all over him. No, didn't even have to. Easy. Yeah, I mean, it was somewhat painful, but we got it. He also attacked Mammoth Grove. We attacked. I'm sorry. Yes, obviously we attacked, and you know, no problem. Good, good, good. Okay. Now I don't care. Well, I kind of care because he could go take the throne, but it would take him multiple turns to do so. I'll dump what PD I have into there. Just to make it a little less appealing to him. But, oh boy. Ideally, he moves all these troops out and onto, like, Forbidden Fields like an idiot. But Drakon will, of course, claim. Everyone else is just going to patrol. Alright, he did take Mammoth Grove with little trouble. He also is besieging Dragonport, but I don't care. And the final battle in Sailor's Haven. Theoretically. We have very little... Oh god, we have very little front line. Fuck. This is all archers. We might lose this. Oh, he's just slaughtering us. Oh, nope. Nope. Archers. Enough archers win the day. Whew, that hurt. 113 there, but we fended it off. Right, we're being besieged here now. He won't break siege, so he'll attack us with that. We'd have to break his siege, which does leave that throne pretty much at risk, but he won't leave a siege to go somewhere else. The AI doesn't do that. Okay, well, we'll claim, and then basically just put every single penny I have into this, which admittedly is not much pennies. That's what we got. Okay. Oh, we have militia. It can work. And we got Felix Jaeger here to shine. I do have you, but I don't think you can get there in time. No. All right. We'll see if the victory screen comes up. Then we'll know we have won. Obviously. Fuck. So he attacked Sailor's Haven, and that means we lost Sailor's Haven. Because the claim happens at the start of the end of the round, you know, start of the phase. The victory check happens at the end. So you can get it stolen like that. So we attacked Dragonport. We did win. That's good. Then he attacked Kuhir, which we won, and Sailor's Haven. I mean, we kind of made him pay for it, sort of, but not really. And we lost our prophets. We lost the Prince of Miragliano. We lost 94 nomads, 7 more sacreds. Big PD now that we're not going to have. Not ideal. And now we're going in with basically very little frontline support. Very little frontline support at all. So it's going to be Drakon doing what he can, doing what he does. If he dies, though, it really does fuck us over. So we don't really want that to happen. I probably need more mage support, and I've probably been fumbling the shit out of this. The only real hope is that we trade spots. He besieges Dragonport and gives up the throne. In which case, I think we win. The AI can be pretty dumb like that. But I stopped making sacreds quite a while ago, you know. We don't have anything. I gave it all up for PD, which is really a very rarely good decision, but we're gonna go with it. But if we win this battle or he besieges, then it's basically GG. there's a lot happening. Can Drakon win, or did he get routed? Oh, he got killed. Oh, we lost the game. Yeah, we lost the game. Alright, I mean, that's what I get for trying to bum rush a victory. As soon as Cathay went to war, I should have just, like, okay, we need to secure this. We need to, you know, keep this secure and everything. Make sure he doesn't get any land, and then slowly work our way towards... I mean, yeah, it just would have required more... Yeah. 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 But Cathay is strong, no doubt. And he gets fucking Storm Drakes. I don't remember getting Storm Drakes, but I guess maybe I didn't summon them. He's using the Skywatch shit. Tilea, it's hard to say. I didn't really engage much with the mercenary mechanics, but I wouldn't say they're really overwhelmingly enticing to me. But I'm also someone that doesn't use the mercenary system as it is. You know, I just like scales and I like strong troops, and I think we kind of had that. But yeah, I completely rushed it. It's my own fault. Like, I started recording this video somewhat close to dinner time. I was like, oh, you know, I'll just start it and we'll do like an hour and a half, and then that'll be a good first video, and then the second video. But then we get into it and it's like, oh, I could maybe win if I really push it. Fatal flaw. So I can't really knock Tilea too much. But it also is not a nation that particularly excites me either. So I think we'll just leave it there as a failure. We don't lose too often, so it's nice to get crushed once in a while. Yeah, I mean, Cathay deserves the win, I suppose. What's crazy is, though, is that Cathay is... Cathay is next to Ermor. And it really bugs me. You can't see the fucking map when you go AI, but I suppose it makes sense. Well, we can see Ermor's spread here. So Bandar Log did kind of swoop in there, but got crushed. Yeah, very ambitious. I mean, they were kind of aggressive on Ermor territory here. It's easier for the AI to fight his dominion, I suppose. Okay, honestly, Ermor was getting pounded on. Oceania came in, his base was surrounded by multiple different nations. He was hanging in there, though, at that point. I mean, he still had his capital, he still had another fortress. But this is not a good position for Ermor to be in at year 3. So, I mean, yeah, Cathay was doing well on the east side. They were doing well on their west side. I can't really blame them for starting a war with me. The donut kind of promotes wars for the most part. But Goldtooth never went to war with me. But man, he was... Look at how much space he had. Because I had a really rough start. A pretty rough start. We had some failures. We didn't have our Pretender out. I should have gone much worse on scales. Just had the Awake Expander. That would have given us a lot of money in the early game. We would have bought more mercenaries and then started, you know, accumulating mercenary troops. I mean, I don't know what the intended playstyle of this is. I don't know if you're intended to just, okay, let me grab up 8 regiments of renown, sit them in a fort, and let them get 100 troops. I don't know if that's the intended thing, or if you're meant to just keep cycling through regiments of renown like mercenaries and just like, okay, I got you. You come with this many troops, start going into battles. You know, I'm not sure. Neither playstyle really appeals to me because I'd rather just have scales and build my own good troops. But yeah, you know, it's always interesting to... Oh yeah, I always forgot that closes out the game. Always interesting to check out some more stuff. And Warhammer always has unique mechanics. You know, whether or not you jive with them is one thing, but they're unique. But all right. So next time we'll roll another die and try another new nation. There's plenty more. For now, though, my name is Mangg. This has been Dominion 6, and I'll see you fine folks around.